Hello friends, Erelu Sherry Adegbeson here and welcome to Sherry Speaks. Today I will be teaching you 9 ways to make time for what is important to you. I'll be telling you how to make time for the things that matter, things that are actually important to you. It is very easy for you to get stuck in the pothole. And when I mean pothole, it means getting stuck in the same routine over and over again. Many of us live life the same day, or we live life the same day repeatedly. We get up in the morning, we go to work, come back home, eat dinner, watch telly, watch TV, and go to bed. Right? The next day is a rerun. Right? We all have other things that we would really like to accomplish, but it seems that, we run out of day. We run out of day before we even have time to begin to work on the things that are more meaningful, the more meaningful parts of life. We run out of time to actually begin to live life and enjoy life. And that's what I'm here to do today. Tell you 9 things you could do to focus on the most important things to you. Right? Ask yourself this question. How much time do I spend on the most important aspect of my life? Right? And I'm talking about activities that fulfill your life purposes. Right? As your life changed considerably in the last year, 2020 has just gone. What significant achievement did you achieve? Right? Right? In the last 10 years, what have you achieved? Right? At your current rate, right? At your current rate of progress, where will you end up 10 years from today? Do you think you're still going to be where you are? Think about that for a minute. Right? Because of people like you out there who are still struggling, I have come up with a few time saving activities to free up part of your day, for you to be able to achieve the more important things, for you to be able to deal with the more important matters so that you can make the most of your life. Right? And I'm going to talk you through the 9 things that you could consider doing. The first one, number 1, you need to create a to-do list each day, no matter how painful it seems, right? Spend a few minutes each evening to make a list for the following day, right? Decide on how you're going to spend your time. Decide on how you're going to spend your time each day, right? Include tasks that addresses both short-term and long-term objectives. Right? I practice this on a regular basis. I do it every day. I have a to-do list that I walk through every single day, and it works. So go ahead and have a go at doing it. Number 2, list your focus for the next year. Every year you've got to have a focus. It might be to just get a promotion, maybe at work, or increase your skill on the piano, or to become a more effective parent. It is important, no matter what it is important for you to have a target for each year. It is not possible to reliably create a fantastic life or accomplish an amazing things without being aware of them, beforehand. It is important that you to believe that you can actually achieve these things, before you even put them down, right? These are conscious decisions that you must make. You must make them on a regular basis and set yourself a target for the year. Yeah. Do you know that knowing your purpose for the next 12 months will prevent you from wasting your time, right, on less important tasks? When you know what your target is for the year, when you know what you want to achieve for the year is, it will prevent you from wasting time. It will prevent you from wasting money on the things that are not so important. So that takes me to number 3. Number 3, you need to focus on progress and forget perfection. A lot of us are perfectionists, I know that. But it's important to focus on progress. Perfection takes too long, trust me. It's also not much better than doing the job well. Perfection is often used as an excuse to spend too much time on a task, which you probably wouldn't even get done anyway. So do the task at the appropriate level, right? Do your task at the appropriate level and move on. Perfection will come naturally. So do what you can and then move on. The more you do it, the better you will get at it. So don't worry about being perfect about it. Just do it. That's the most important thing. Just do it. Number 4, take a moment several times each day to evaluate your progress and activities, right? Every day, evaluate your progress. Ask yourself these questions on a daily basis. Am I spending my time wisely? Are you spending your time wisely? Is there a better action you could be taking, right? Rather than doing certain things, could I be doing something better with my time right now? It's easy to be caught up in the meaningless tasks. Trust me, very easy to get caught up in things that are not meaningful. Just because you are busy doesn't mean you are accomplishing anything meaningful. And a lot of people say, oh, I'm busy. What are you busy doing? You are busy getting busy, right? Think about what you are accomplishing when you say you are busy. Number 5, monotask, right? It's time for everyone in the world to give up on the notion that multitasking is effective. I do it. I multitask sometimes, but I don't find it as effective as people claim to say it is. Studies repeatedly show that multitasking is less efficient. Just because you're better at multitasking than everyone else out there doesn't mean that it's the optional solution. It's the optimal solution, rather. Do one thing at a time. Do one thing and move on to the next one. Focus on one thing at a time and finish that thing, and then you move on to the next one. This is more effective, and this is what I claim, or this is what I believe to be more effective. Focusing on one thing at a time. This is where mindfulness comes in, where you focus, you're in the moment. And I think we need to learn that. Finish one task and then move on to the other one. That brings me to number 6. Notice how you waste your time. Notice how you waste time. When you are bored, how do you amuse yourself? What do you do to amuse yourself? What do you do when you procrastinate? What do you do instead? When you're supposed to do something and you procrastinate, what do you do? Social media is one of them. Television, web browsing, texting are more common things that we do. They're common activities that kill or eat up our time. So notice how you waste time and recognize what when it happens. Be mindful of when it happens. I personally downloaded an app on my phone to track, right? To track how much time I spend on social media. You can do that too. It just lets you know how much time you're spending on social media or on certain apps on your phone. And that way you can know whether you're actually wasting time or using your time wisely, right? The sooner you're able to stop yourself, the better the odds are of success. Brings me to number 7, right? Number 7, just say no. N-O, no. That simple word can be challenging to utter. Trust me, because I've been there. We don't like disappointing others. Once you have a reputation for saying yes, the requests never stop. People will always come to you. Oh yeah, go to her. She's always going to say yes. You need to learn to say no for your own sanity. You'll probably end up driving your neighbors to the airport because you don't know how to say no. You get stuck baking cakes for the office celebration every year because you don't know how to say no. So you need to learn to say no. It will hurt you at first and hurt other people at first, but in the long run, it'll be good for your own sanity. So learn to say no. Refusing requests is a way of respecting your time and your goal. right? You need to respect yourself, respect your time and your goal by saying no. Avoid biting off more than you can chew. A lot of us are like that. I'm like that, always saying yes to people. Oh yeah, it's okay, but I end up being overwhelmed with work, right? Be helpful, but not to the expense of your own life. Learn to say no. Very, very important. Number 8, schedule time for yourself. Right? Outside of work, outside of you sleeping, most of us fail to schedule adequately. Schedule time for yourself. If your dream is to author a novel, build time into your daily schedule to sit down and write. Okay? If you want to do an online course, schedule time for yourself in the day to be able to do that. Otherwise, this year's gonna go past again without you achieving something significant. So you need to make time for yourself. Make time for those little things that matter. If you want to do an online course, go ahead and do it. Build time into your day to do it. Even if it's just 1 hour, you will find that time. Trust me. All you have to do is just go ahead and do it. And finally, number 9, declutter your life. I've talked about decluttering a while, and there's so many videos on decluttering. Decluttering is really important. So declutter your life. Sure, get rid of the extra junks on your shelf, but there is more to a full decluttering. Declutter things that don't matter. Drop the activities, drop the people, drop the thoughts, drop the idea that take up your time or your energy without providing an adequate, acceptable level of return, right? If people are in your life and they are not adding value to your life, declutter them, get rid of them, put them in a separate box and use them when you need them. That's how it should be, not the other way around. Get rid of those thoughts that are not profitable, those thoughts that are not useful. Get rid of those ideas that takes you nowhere. Stop pondering on things. If there's an idea in your mind, then why not just go ahead and do it rather than piling it up there and, cluttering your brain for no reason. It's easy to squander away time, trust me. With much of our days filled with work and sleep, it can be a huge challenge to find the time for other important activities. Define your purpose and make sure it is a priority. Your life will be enhanced immeasurably if you have found your passion. Or if you haven't found your passion or you're not sure about your purpose, I'm running a 5 days Find Your Purpose challenge. Join me on that 5 days course, and within that 5 days, you will be able to identify what your passion is. And once you know what your passion is, it automatically leads to your purpose. So please click on the link at the top or at the bottom of this video, wherever you find the link, to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel because this is what keeps me going. Please subscribe, and it will help me make more videos for you to listen or to watch. My YouTube channel is Erelu Sherry Adegbesom. You can also follow me on Facebook, which is Erelu Sherry Fat Adesumbo. So please follow me. Remember, stay fabulous. Choose happiness, whatever you do, even if it's not on the menu. Choose happiness. And remember, I love you.